Hello guys, welcome to the channel. I hope you're all doing well. The Champions League is back and I'm so excited because we have massive games coming our way. We have City versus Bayern, Real Madrid versus Chelsea, and then some more. So let's not waste any time and let's get right into it. But before we do, please make sure to jam that like button. Also hit subscribe. It really means a lot to me and really helps the channel. So on the program today we have 4 games, and before you start doubting my prediction abilities, let's pull out my resume and look at the past predictions that I've been making. Alright, so first we have me predicting Real Madrid's victory in the Champions League final against Liverpool. I also predicted that Brazil would not make it past the semis, and they didn't do that. I did predict Argentina's victory in the World Cup before it even started. I also predicted Paris will not make it past the quarterfinals, and this one was easy because, as you all know, PSG in the Champions League is the primary cause of death in the city of Paris. And I'm not joking, boys. So the first game we have Benfica versus Inter Milan. With this game, I think I would go with Benfica. Benfica is a team that is really growing in confidence. They made it to the quarters last year and were knocked out by Liverpool. They did pretty well, and right now they are facing an Inter team that is relatively weaker. So I really do think they have a chance here, especially due to the fact that they're playing at the Estadio da Luz. They will come and win this game because Inter Milan is not really that strong right now. They've been having shaky performances. They'll just come back and sit back, and Benfica will put the pressure down, and Benfica will end up scoring goals. Even though Inter Milan might try to defend the game all the way, they will leak at the end, and I think they will not really score a lot of goals because Inter is having trouble scoring goals, and I don't think they can luck their way out to the semis, and they will not really have a lot to offer going forward. So in my opinion, Benfica wins this game. But be wary of the Italians. They might just come and give us a defensive masterclass, but that will not suffice. I think Benfica will run away with this one. Next we have Manchester City versus Bayern Munich. This is a game that is really hard for me to predict, but I kind of came to the conclusion that Manchester City might win this game due to the fact that mostly they're playing at their home stadium, the Etihad. I think Manchester City is a team that really tends to perform well at their home ground. They don't really do well away. I mean, they've been showing us this the past years. They've been really boring when they're playing away, but when they're playing home, they really do put down the pressure, and I really think they will do that against Bayern. And Bayern right now is not really a solid team. They've been leaking goals. Anyone can score goals against Bayern, and I think Manchester City, after that performance they've shown us against Liverpool, even if Haaland is not going to play in this game, they will still find a way to score goals, and Bayern will only be left to maybe counter. They can really hurt City doing that because they have the players for it. And if I was Pep, I would really be wary once again of the tall German man, Mr. Thomas. He is dangerous. Remember, he just traumatized Pep a few years ago in the Champions League final against Chelsea. So be really wary of that. This game actually might go both ways. I think the Germans might just come and be mean, as we all know them, especially if they scored the first goal. Manchester City will be really exposed at the back, and Bayern can really take advantage. But I don't think that will really happen. I think Manchester City has the patience and the quality to win this game. So I'll go Manchester City on this one. Next we have AC Milan versus Napoli. Again, this is a game that if you'd asked me 2 weeks ago, I would have just said Napoli wins and we pass because Napoli were flying at the time and Milan were in shambles. But this is clearly not the case at the moment. We've just seen Milan completely beat Napoli, destroy them 4-0 at the weekend. That was really a strong performance from AC Milan. That left me completely shocked. I was actually thinking about the game before it started. What would Spalletti do? Would he just come and try to let Milan win this game only to smash them in the Champions League? I mean, that was clearly not the case. I think Napoli actually did try to play, but I think Osimhen's absence did play a huge role in them losing the game. Milan's defenders really really didn't have nothing to do. They didn't have somebody to occupy them all game. Tomori was excellent. Kier was excellent. If Osimhen was there, I think the complexity of the game would have been completely different. Napoli might have won the game or maybe not lose the game by a lot. But even though Osimhen was not there, I don't think that was justifiable for Napoli to come and collapse, especially at home. That is really a bad sign. On the other hand, I would say this is the Champions League. This is the big boys league. Napoli cannot come here and produce the game like they did in the weekend. This is not, again, as I said, the little boy stuff. This is not the Pampers League. This is the big boys league. So Napoli will win this game. Napoli will win this game because AC Milan is really not a high scoring team. Even though they scored 4 goals against Napoli the past weekend, Napoli would really be wary of that Milan attack. And going forward, Napoli is just better, but they were lacking some confidence. They were missing Osimhen. So if he finds a way back, Napoli will completely run away with this game. And if that doesn't happen, we'll get a tie. I don't see Milan winning this game. It's either Napoli wins the game or we get a tie. So lastly, we have the last game, Chelsea versus Real Madrid. Chelsea has a history of pulling this stunt on us every time they're not doing well in the league. They fire their manager and wriggle their way into winning the Champions League. I mean, they did it with Di Matteo, they did it with Tuchel, but this time around, I don't think that will work because this time around, they are playing against the mean ones. They're playing against the ruthless ones. They're playing against the bandits. They're playing against the gangsters, the thugs. I mean, what words do you want me to use to describe this Real Madrid's team in the Champions League? They are really, really dangerous. When you're strong, they beat you. When you're weak, they beat you even more. So right now, Chelsea is a team that really is not doing well. They are misfiring. They cannot score a goal to save their lives. Real Madrid will come and really completely destroy them. And especially we have a Benzema in Ramadan. Karim Benzema with 2 dates and a cup of milk. The game's over. They're completely overrunning Chelsea. I don't see any way for Chelsea to win this tie because Real Madrid is going to score goals. That is something that is guaranteed. And Chelsea cannot score goals. And if Chelsea does score goals, Real Madrid will indeed score more goals than them. So I think Chelsea is completely losing this tie. Real Madrid will come at the bridge, completely school them. And when they go at the Bernabeu, they can do the job depending on the score at the bridge. So Real will run away with this one. Alright boys, these are my predictions for next week's games. Thank you so much for watching this video. Please leave a like if you enjoyed this predictions or if you agree with me. Also comment down below to let me know what you think. I would really be curious to know what you think in the comments down below. And yeah, we can have a discussion there. Again, I think I'll be right. We'll be back next week to try to judge my predictions. And also if you want to be right, please comment down below. We'll come back to see how we did in this prediction. Thank you so much again for watching this video. Have a great day.